Welcome back to another episode of Big John's Cooking. Today we're doing some smothered babyback ribs. I want to apologize ahead of time. When I started this video, there was a little sound problem. Didn't realize I didn't have my mics hooked up. So with that said, there's some blank spots. So bear with me. I wanted to get this video out, so I went ahead and finished up. There was no turning around, so I apologize again. We'll just call that a blooper. I just realized I had no sound going at all. I was just talking away, telling you about the things that I had put on here. So with that said, I added some paprika, salt, accent. You know I love my accent. The gumbo filet, white pepper, and I also made the comment that, you know, some people have said that I put too much accent and salt on my food, and I just want to say, for those of you who want less, use less. When I'm feeding others, when I'm on the job, I do season accordingly, but when I'm cooking at home, I cook for me. And with that said, let's get these ribs fired up. Let's get on to frying. Now I just have plain all-purpose flour in here, no seasoning. I think we got enough on the meat already, so we're gonna set these in here and give it a shake, get it coated. All right, skillet is hot. And set them in like this. We do our first couple of batches, rotating them around. Set them to the side, get the next batch done. I'll probably move on to a bigger vessel so I can make my gravy and let these simmer inside of it. Let's give these a rotation. Try to get a little brown on each side. Some will do better than others, but we'll flip them until we get everything with some color on it. Second batch in. Turn. I have a roux going over on the stove. That's actually smelling pretty good, and I haven't started adding any of the seasonings into it yet. That or this meat, I'm guessing, probably meat. All right, I've added my Trinity to my roux, and we're letting that cook down a little bit before we add the meat. And I will be using chicken stock to this to loosen it up a little bit, because this is going to be a long cooking process to tenderize our ribs. So with that said, I'm going to let this go. Make sure everything starts to incorporate really good. We're going to start adding seasoning to this now to build our flavors. So we'll be back here in a second to start that process. All right, I'm going to add my chicken stock in, and I'm using a full container. Like I said, this is going to be a long cook. Don't worry about if you got enough roux in there to make it thick, because there's flour on your meat, and that's going to add to this, and with the time it's going to spend cooking, trust me, it's going to thicken up. Going in with our meat. And once we get this back up to temperature, we're going to cover it and reduce it down. Don't worry about the crowding as well, because it's all going to do its thing. So we're going to reduce the heat to a very mild simmer and let this cook. I'm gonna say for probably about an hour on low heat until this is almost fall off the bone tender. So when it comes back up, I'll bring you back. I'm adding in a little bit chicken base, about 2 teaspoons worth, to add me some salt to my sauce, and about a teaspoon worth of chipotle base to add me some heat to my sauce. Give that a bit of a stir. Let that get dissolved in there. And it's almost come back up to heat. Not quite there yet. But we'll be back. Alright, it's starting to percolate a little bit there, so I'm going to drop it back down to medium low. And we're going to cover it up. Bring you back when it's ready. Oh my goodness, they are finally ready. I got me some grits here that I'm going to pair this up with, if I can get it out the pot. Put me some gravy on this bad boy. Oh my goodness, I am going to be full and crazy tonight, so check that out. It's looking beautiful, looking lovely. Let's give it a taste and I'll tell you what it's like. Alright, check this out. Fall off the bone tender. That gravy. Ooh, hot. Delicious. Flavorful. Awesome. Not too spicy. Just right on time. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. Tell a friend about me. Leave me a comment, and we'll see you on the next one.